Okay, so today we're going to go over the different icons and everything that has to do with the timeline in Premiere. Here are the settings that I currently have, but we're going to go over all the different icons and kind of what they mean. So the first one we'll go here is the when you're dealing with nests, it's kind of how the nests come in or sequences. So if I bring in this example nest, you see it is a nest when you bring it into the sequence, but if we were to disable it, it would come in without being in a nest and just everything that's inside the nest. So I typically have that on. This is the snap in the timeline, which basically when it's off, you can, it doesn't snap anywhere. You can just basically put the clip wherever you want, but then when it snaps, you'll kind of feel, or it'll snap to whatever edge is kind of like the closest there. So I always have that on. The only reason you'd have it off is probably if you're really trying to be precise and it keeps snapping to something you don't want it to, but typically it's good to keep that on. The next one is the linked selection. When it's off, whatever is linked, it doesn't kind of associate with each other. So you can move the audio and video wherever you want, but when you turn it on, whatever is linked to each other will move in the same spot. So I typically keep that off. And then this is the add marker. So whenever you want to add a marker, although I don't know, I've never actually used that because I just use the shortcut on the keyboard, which is M for me. Next, we have the different settings you can do in the sequence and the timeline. So that could be a different video. And then the closed captions right there. On the side, or here are all your tools that you have, which again, that could be another video of all the tools there. I'm not going to go over that now. The next thing we are going to go is the source patching. So it's tough to show now because the videos I have here are only one video track and one audio track. But it's basically whatever tracks you want to bring in when you come in from the source monitor. So if we disable the video track, you're only going to be able to bring in the audio track, and then vice versa. You can only bring in the video track if you have that selected. And then here is the locking tracks. So when you lock a track, you can't basically do anything to whatever's on the track. It just stays as it is until you unlock it. One of the things in Premiere that's always good to know is you can hold down Shift and it locks all the tracks. So when you hold down Shift, it usually does something to everything in that selection. So again, hold down Shift here and it changes or it deselects and selects everything. And these are the track targeting. So let's say you have to copy and paste something. You can select whatever track you want it to paste on. And then the toggle sync lock is again, kind of has to do with the source monitor where when you bring something, or if you copy and paste, let's just copy and paste here, and we're going to paste in place. So as you can see, because this was disabled, this didn't move at all, but the other two tracks did. So if we were to enable it, then everything would move. So I always make sure that that is on unless you want to get specific with certain tracks. And then we have the eye here, which basically allows you to see or not see whatever is on that specific track. And then same with audio, you can mute the track entirely, or you can solo the track so it's only playing what is on that specific track. This is to voice record if you want to do some VO. And then we have a mix for the entire levels here for the tracks. And that is a very fast overview of the sequence timeline in Premiere.